believe that people get confused and they make bad choices, and you get very lost, and you find yourself in a situation and there's just no turning back, but it is a choice. Do you know what I mean? And I love that on that show that there was this guy who did so much damage, who, you know, killed Tara, wrecked all his havoc, was just an upset nerd that nobody took the time to talk to, and found himself in a position of power and got corrupted. I thought that was a really great choice. Because somebody could have reasoned with him, somebody he should have known better, but he didn't, and that's what happens. You know, and they're all kind of responsible, and I really responded to that. I thought that was really neat. So I don't go, oh God, like, what a wonderful choice. That's something you can relate to. It's very easy to go, oh, it's a monster, it's evil, forget it. You know, that's it.
Not George.
I like the other.
Hi, first of all, I really like that. It's a shame you only went for one season.
Yeah.
They had a lot.
Yeah.
And the other thing,
Oh, that's all it's on now.
Well, what happened is they had talked about Tara coming back as the big bad, and I was like, I don't know that I really want to do that. But I was open to talking about it. And then Christopher Golden and I had been approached by the BBC to create an animated show for them called The Ghost of Albion, and they asked me if I would direct the episode. And it was like, well, the episode that I direct conflicts with the episode that I'm doing Buffy, and I really don't want her to be bad. Like, if she was going to come back as like this great, good, you know, like me, I would be like, okay, I'll try and let's work this out. And can we shift it? But I just didn't feel like it was appropriate. After all the devastation her death wrought, there were so many people, especially in the gay, lesbian, and transgender community, who felt decimated by the death. They felt like, you give us these two characters that are in love and are, you know, breaking boundaries and doing something unique, and then you kill one. And I think people were really hurt by that, and I didn't want to add to that. You know, and I figured fate was stepping in and saying, okay, well, here's this other thing that you really want to do, is something you're passionate about. You should make it, you know, make the right choice that works for you. You know, maybe if they'd gone on to season 8, they would have brought her back in a positive way. You know, I think that might have happened. But the way that it was broached to me, it just didn't feel right. And like I said, I had a conflict, so. Sorry? Oh. Thank you. I mean, you never know. You go by what you feel is right. That's all you can do. You can't please all the people all the time. You just can only please yourself. And that's what I did. I just didn't feel like, for me, it was the right choice. But I thought Azure Sky did a beautiful job with conversations with dead people. And, you know, if somebody had to come in and do those lines, I was glad it was her.
Oh,
Is that Chris back there?
yeah. Hi.
Hi, Chris. Christy with you?
Hi.
Obviously you had fun singing and you want someone feeling. Is there any stage musical shows that are on now that you would have liked to appear in?
Ooh, stage musicals? It's on right now. I'm trying to think I keep seeing ads for Chicago on TV in the hotel. I don't really want to do Chicago, but I kind of want to see it here. It looks like fun. I don't know, if they ever bring Starlight Express back, I'll be there with roller skates, singing, dressed like a train. How about you, Adam?
It was an estimate.
I'd be curious.
Pivot.
You did pivot in high school. We have a shirt to prove it.
Hello. I have two questions. The first one is for Amber, and the second is for Christy. So the first one is just in relation to the episode Restless. That kiss between you and Willow was the first, even though it wasn't on camera, it was the first lesbian kiss that anyone wanted to see. Yeah. Did you have any, feedback from that? Did you get an outright from the audience or from the station and from, I think you were across at that time, but that's my question for you. And then both of you, it's in relation to Willow and her sexuality. bisexual woman who may later be with a man again?
I want to take the second question first. I think sexuality is very fluid, and I think for women especially, you see a lot of women experiment with other women as they're, teenagers and in college and stuff. And I think Willow definitely falls into that category of being open and fluid about her sexuality. I don't think she would consider herself a lesbian or a straight woman. I think she's just open to whatever, whoever she falls in love with. And I think that's a wonderful way to be. I think we should all be more like Willow in that respect. Although she is kind of tending toward women now, with Kennedy following after me. Although Seth Green did make a good run for the straight side. And then as far as the restless, there really wasn't anything. There wasn't a big deal with that. It was the body. There was a big deal with that. Everybody freaked out. And basically, we had like this full-on macking out session during the body. Like the kiss was really intense. And Josh was like, I'm doing it like that on purpose so that when the censors see it, they can be like, well, cut it down. So it's just a little bit. He's like, he went to the furthest extreme so that he could bring the, because he could keep it in there. Because if he'd just done a little kiss, they would have told him to get rid of it. And so he went to the balls to the wall. And, yeah, I know it's not. And we just went crazy. And then when the censors got a hold of it, they're like, okay, well, cut it down, get rid of it. There was like a string of drool, between the two of us at one point. Like, it was pretty, I think that might have kind of made it into a little bit. But what do you think about Willow's sexuality, Adam?
Awesome.
Hi Emma, hey, I think you both having a great time in Australia. Sorry for the weather, I wish it was right for you. I think you've already answered my first question, because I heard rumours that there was talks of Tara coming back in a positive way had the show going on. But my other question is, I know you're very involved in films, book and writing and all those sort of creative things. If you had the opportunity to go back to television regularly, do you think you would take it? And if you did, what kind of show would you be interested in doing? Would you say sci-fi, or would you go into something else?
I would definitely go back to television. You're part of a family for an extended period of time, and it's really nice. You miss that when you're just going from movie to movie. You're only with people for a couple of months or even a couple of weeks sometimes. And with TV shows, it's years. I don't know. I wouldn't mind doing a procedural show. I wouldn't mind some of them with dead bodies that I can cut up. That would be fun. I love all that stuff. I'll sit there for hours watching that forensic file stuff. Not the fake stuff, but the real stuff. Where they black out the faces. I'm like, we're seeing naked bodies that are cut up. They're blacking out the face. What's that all about? We're seeing everything else. I love all that stuff. So like a weird procedural, mystery detective-y thing would be really fun. I'd like to do that. That would be really cool.